A 4D printed object. What exactly is it? 3D printing has been around for quite a while, but new techniques in manufacturing have brought forth an added dimension. A 4D printed object can change shape over time, and although that may seem a little bit trivial, these objects can be programmed to change when exposed to different conditions. 4D printing is relatively still in its infancy, and its potential is pretty much unknown still. But let's look at some of the neatest 4D printed objects which have been already made. At number 5, a tensegrity object. This one particular object is really neat, and it's composed of mini cables and rods, making it to be extremely lightweight and strong. So it's kind of like a mini bridge that's really heavily enforced. The objects change shape when exposed to heat, so they use warm water to speed up the process. The struts are programmed to change shape and the cables follow suit, making it to be a reinforced structure. And although this has no official application just of yet, it can lead to future developments in space structures and even robotics. At number 4, a self-folding object. This 4D printed polymer is a little bit different and it changes shape almost immediately once off the printer bed. So the best way to think of this is to imagine a stretched elastic band and then watching it shrink once it comes off the printing bed. And this is really innovative because most electronics degrade when exposed to heat or moisture, and this structure immediately bends into shape in its final form. Naturally, these types of polymers could lead to custom sensors, displays, or even antennas, which depend on three-dimensional shapes. At number 3, Thermorph. One of the most advanced 4D printing techniques comes from the Morphing Matter Lab. It requires a special type of 3D printer, along with a design editor. But the object assemblies can be precisely controlled to the point where it can pretty much print any kind of small folding object, and it's really just left up to the imagination on what you really want to build. Like many 4D objects, this one can transform once exposed to water. In terms of complexity, this is probably one of the most impressive 4D printing methods out there, and this could lead to more advanced morphable objects. At number 2, magnetic shapeshifters. 4D printed objects can change shape in post-production and are usually triggered by water or heat. This can also include magnetic fields, and these little shapeshifters can be controlled with a wave of a magnet. These objects are infused with magnetic particles during the print process, and thus they can be programmed to shrink, fold, or even grasp other things. The medical industry would probably benefit from this invention, and this could lead to controllable microrobots which can extract tissues or even deliver drugs to specific locations. These tiny magnetically controlled robots also have a fast reaction time, and they are benign to the human body. So the challenge is to print, program, and actually coordinate these microrobots. At number 1, a motorless submarine. Researchers at the ETH Zurich have built an incredible robot which was entirely 3D printed. It has no engine and it solely relies on temperature fluctuations in the water for propulsion. Sounds too good to be true, right? This is why shape memory polymer strips can do amazing things when designed right. These strips basically act like muscles and they expand in warm water, transforming it into a working paddle. But the potential doesn't really stop there, and it may be possible to design a more complex machine with multiple actuators. So does this mean that motorless robots are going to take over the world? Well, probably not. But 3D printing a self-sustainable moving 4D object is pretty ingenious. So once again, thanks for watching, please like the video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel.